story. So, like, he did it as close as possible, like, even down to, like, colors of clothing and shit.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so he didn't know he had freedom to do what he wanted with the story, so he just did it right from the fucking novel or book or whatever.
I wrote a song about Rosemary's Baby a long time ago called All of Them Witches.
That's the name of a band I listened to, and they're fucking pretty sweet.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, they're like that fucking doomy country.
It was
shit.
it was like a doom song.
Oh, okay. Well, it makes sense with you, but
But it was like super doom metal, like
Doom.
Old Electric Wizard and Old Cathedral.
yeah, that's what all them witches they have that kind of style with the country. I also wanted to say the ending. I know some people are disappointed by, like, but I always just thought, I don't want to give spoilers away for Scott, but I always just thought that she wanted that, like, just to have a family so much. That's why she made that decision.
Well, and you're not spoiling it. Like I said, I've seen it back in the 90s. I just
you
don't
said,
remember much of the film.
I didn't know if you remembered the end.
Yeah.
But there's people that probably wanted her to fucking kill the baby, you know, at the end.
Yeah.
And there's people that maybe wanted her to start just killing people there, but she accepts it, and just because through the entire fucking first act, it's like she wants to have a fucking family and a baby, so that's why she made that decision.
Yeah, just the desire to have a child.
Yeah, even it's a fucking. She's got to be in a cult now, but that's how.
Was there not some kind of like dog shit sequel to this or something?
I don't know.
There was a remake recently, like the made-for-TV remake.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was not good.
I really thought that there was like some kind of awful fucking TV movie sequel, like in the 70s or 80s or something. But I could be totally wrong.
Go ahead, Scott, for your number two.
Yep. My number 2 is probably Ridley Scott's best movie,
Definitely Ridley Scott's best movie.
and that is Alien.
Alien rules.
Fuck you, Ken.
There's something inherently wrong with you.
Yeah.
I don't know. It wouldn't make.
I
my
think
top.
that at this point you're just like being stubborn. And
No, I'm not. I don't want to do that. If I want to love a movie, I will love it. But when I watch it for the first time 5 months ago,
I can't believe that was your first time ever watching
I know.
it.
I watched. Aliens
I can't
quite
believe that you didn't like it.
I liked
Right?
it fine. For
The
what
cast is fantastic.
Yeah, I was gonna
the
say, we
sets are like.
I think I already fucking said it before. Is Sigourney Weaver's tiny butt cheeks? I didn't like it.
It doesn't.
That ruins the movie
No,
for
yeah,
you?
because I started thinking about it. I was like, I have one type of girl, and that sucks.
Well, there wasn't enough cock
I
in
can't
this movie for
fluctuate
him.
with the skinny butt and then have a big butt.
There wasn't enough wiener in this movie
It
for
made
him,
me
so.
think in my head for the rest of the movie. I was like, I just like girls with big butts, and it ruined. Maybe that's why I didn't like it, because I was mad that I can't
For
deviate
fuck's sake.
from a big butt to go. I don't know. Maybe I'm working out some inner issues. I have turmoil.
There's
Yeah, like
legit.
No, okay,
There's just no reason to dislike Alien at all.
I didn't dislike it. I just didn't put it in my top 100.
Well, that's fine. It doesn't have to go in your top 100.
I was more entertained.
But you're talking about it like it sucks and that it's awful.
No.
You made the fart noise when he was talking about it.
Yeah, because I would give it like an 8. Not for my number 1 though.
8's a fine score. That's
no.
acceptable.
If I would have put it in my 100, would that make a difference?
But you're one of those.
I'm
that,
talking
like,
about his number 1.
You put Drag
Or
Me to
his
Hell
number
in your
2.
100, but not Alien.
Yeah, and you like Aliens.
I
more
told
than
you
Alien.
before I started this podcast, I'm gonna watch Alien before I finalize my list. And I watched it, and I was like, no, I can't put it over Tremors.
Oh my god!
More entertained.
Oh my God.
More entertained. And then, like, yeah, maybe it's like fucking 30-some years without watching it and just hearing the hype. And then watching it, and it was like, I've been more affected by fucking sci-fi horror since.
The only thing that you can take away from Alien is the fact that it has original thoughts to it, but it's mostly just kind of an amalgamation of Mario Bava's Planet of the Vampires and It, the Terror from Beyond Space in a lot of ways.
Right.
But
I
with
remember
a
you
lot-
making that comparison
a lot
while
of
ago.
a lot of its own original ideas and themes, and like just the things that it brings to the table are amazing.
Yeah, the set pieces alone are just
The set
fucking
design,
phenomenal.
Set design's ridiculously cool. The creature design's amazing.
I mean, then you have like the cast, like Tom Skerritt, Sigourney
Harry
Weaver,
Dean
Harry
Stanton.
Dean Stanton, John Hurt.
Yafet Koto.
Yep, Yafet Koto, Ian Holm. Like,
No, I'm not
Ian
denying
Holm.
the cast and the acting whatsoever. It's just
The scene where Ian Holm is going after Sigourney Weaver is like genuinely frightening. He is like scary in that fucking
Yeah,
scene.
when he starts spazzing out, and I think we talked about it when you brought it up earlier, but the whole time when he's trying to choke somebody with a fucking porno mag.
Yeah, the magazine.
Yeah.
Just like trying to emotionlessly stuff a magazine in her fucking mouth to kill her.
Yeah, just this movie is just terrifying as well. Like the way they shoot the film with the alien just barely being seen and just blending in with like the biomechanical design of the ship, which that's another thing too. In most, futuristic style movies, the ships are like nice, clean, and like super high tech, and this is run down like they're space truckers almost.
At the end of the movie,
Hey.
where she's
Hey,
in
man.
the escape pod and
truckers.
Well, no, just space truckers. Like
Yeah,
it's just like run
truckers.
down.
Yeah, well, that's
and the
a-
xenomorph is in the wall and it like pops its head out. Don't tell me that didn't like startle you.
No, I've seen Alien many times before this with the sequel, so I knew like what kind of to expect as appearance. Like I knew what it looked like when I watched it for the first time. So it wasn't really.
Well, I mean, when I watched it for the first time when I was 10, I didn't spot it in the wall there, and it was like, holy shit!
Well,
Exactly.
sounds like you're a little cunt.
When I was 10?
Yeah,
And like I love that.
Not like that it was scary, but it was startling. You know, it was an effective, like,
yeah, but I've
Jump scare.
I've seen clips and gifs of that like over the years before I first watched it. So
oh, well, that's
I'm telling
part
you,
of the problem.
like I would love it more if I saw it when I was younger. But
probably.
I just
but
yeah.
I'm so ashamed of you that.
I don't know. I feel like I could watch Alien for the first time tonight and be totally floored by it and be like,
Right.
that's the best movie that's going to come out this year.
Well, you're gonna also take into account the year it was made too.
Yeah, the year it was made was
79.
insane.
Yeah, but if they made it today for the first time watch,
It'd be a ton of
today,
CGI.
It'd be shit.
Probably.
Well, that's not even an argument against this movie, anyways. But I don't even know I brought that up. But if you watch it today, would never seen it, you would be floored.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would for sure.
I don't know. I don't think it sucks. I just horror didn't work for me.
It's, it's basically a slasher in
Yeah, like
space.
a slasher
Yeah,
or
I
even like
mean,
a haunted house
yeah, you
With a
almost.
creature.
Yeah, they're running and hide. Well, relocating,
Picking them off one by
Yep.
one. And
Yep.
And it's just kind of crazy to think, especially when they expand the universe later, that this is just like a drone of the alien thing and it did that much damage.
Yeah. All right, that's it.
Yep, let's go on to our number ones.
And Randall's number one.
Yeah, so on September 23rd, 1994, at approximately 9 p.m.-ish,
Someone made a mistake.
I watched for the first time what would ultimately become my favorite horror
Hold
film.
on, dude. Did you? I busted your balls. Did you have it right to the fucking day?
Yeah. I
Wow.
used to every year on my birthday, or as close to my birthday as I could, I would stay the night with my aunt, my mom's sister.
Oh,
I
that
couldn't
makes-
watch
okay.
horror movies at home, and she would take me out for Chinese.
I was thinking it was so profound in your like.
No, I just
That's why
I had to go back and look at a
It's
calendar.
ritualistic. That's
but-
why you know it.
Yeah. So it's my favorite horror film for a myriad of reasons. It helps that I watched it when I was 12, and Mike is a 12-year-old kid. It's so identified with him right along.
Wait, what movie is this?
Phantasm.
Okay, he didn't say the name.
What the fuck? You knew that. You
Nope.
knew it was Phantasm.
I just lost the sound out of my. But no, he didn't say what the movie was. That's why I said it.
There you go. Okay. Yeah, so I identified with the lead character a lot, and it's creepy as fuck. It's very disjointed. It plays out exactly like what it is, which is a nightmare. It's like you're watching someone's nightmare because you are, and the different set pieces, like the scene where he's in bed and it pans out and the tall man is standing over him and the dead pop out of the ground and grab him. That's like I don't want to say it's like scary or whatever, but it every time I watch that movie I get like goosebumps when that scene happens. There are a lot of scenes in the film that give me goosebumps, like the first time that a sentinel sphere.
First time you see Reggie.
Yeah, Reggie. Well, Reggie's in the first scene.
No, for you, that's when you get goosebumps. First time you see him.
the first time I see
Because you
Reggie.
love him so much.
I do love Reggie. He's awesome.
He is cool. I mean, the use of the guitar to get chicks is kind of pathetic, and I've tried it and it doesn't work.
Well, you're just salty about it because of that.
Yep.
So.
I see a guy that crossed the finish line, and I'm still trying to get the keys in.
No, Reggie is like eternally loyal to his friends and is willing to die for them, and like that's what he's doing, is trying to exterminate a world-threatening evil at the risk of his own life.
So is Ash.
Not because he wanted to.
No, it's because he was forced to.
Reggie's forced to too.
No, he wasn't forced to. He made the decision to do it.
Well, he had to. What's the alternative?
To run the fuck away?
Yeah, and then eventually die. And have, like, not save the world.
I mean, I am on Randy's side with that, at least, like, because Ash is the type that's just like, nope, I don't want to do this. Oh, I'm stuck in it.
We're not going to turn this into a Reggie versus Ash debate.
They both seen the opportunity where they had, like, there was no alternative. They both had
So anyway, Phantasm is really awesome because of its originality and the ideas that it presents. I've said 100 times that Phantasm has enough original ideas to fuel like a dozen other fucking horror movies.
Yeah, you just said it 101 times now.
The Spheres alone could have had their own movie, you know?
they get an apartment together, like a buddy comedy.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
But yeah, Angus Scrimm is just terrifying in this. Absolutely.
All the scenes with him are incredibly effective. The first time that you see him is a really brilliant jump scare. Jody's walking through the mausoleum, and his footsteps are really, really loud.
Yeah.
It's clip clop the whole time he's walking, and it's intentional because when the tall man scares him, he's just there. You didn't hear him walking up, and you should have. He's just there though, you know. So that's the funeral is about to begin, sir.
And then I was saying, there's the scene where he sees the tall man just pick up a freaking coffin on his own, just puts it in the truck by himself.
Yeah, when Mike's watching through the binoculars. Jody doesn't see that, Mike does.
Oh, yeah. But then also that scene when he's like walking behind Reggie in town.
And walking on the sidewalk.
Yeah, and he kind of like
back of the ice
smells or like sniffs the air. That scene.
Well, he's not sniffing the air. He's like he's shunning the cold air that's coming out of the back of the ice cream truck.
Right, I was like, well, you don't really know that the cold air thing bothers him till later, I believe, right?
Not until like the second movie or whatever, but
yeah, so like when you see
it doesn't look like he's sniffing the air. It looks like he's doing this.
See, I always kind of pictured it as him kind of just like smelling.
Okay.
I don't know why, just that's how I always thought of it.
Move on from
maybe you like to smell the air occasionally.
Move on from the nasal arguments.
The dwarves.
Yeah.
They could have their own movie.
Yep, they could.
The Jawas?
That is they'd run and join Star Wars or something.
But like, I don't know, they're creepy as fuck. The weird growly howly noises that they make, and the way that they look, especially in the later movies, is the scene in part 2 where like Reggie's through the gate.
Yeah, well, right in the beginning,
crawling toward him.
I mentioned that like right in the beginning when the fucking
when it jumps out of the cabinet.
Yeah.
And hell, when you find out what they actually are, is kind of fucked up and weird too.
And that's just imagine like the person you love the most in the world that's died being like crushed down into some horrible little servant thing.
Yeah, this is a complete nightmare. This is someone like that one dude that made Mario. He said he was having fever dreams. That's how he thought of it. This fucking feels like someone like had a fever dream and made it into a horror movie.
Yeah, just the scariest things that you could ever possibly dream about captured on film.
And done with like really low budget too, and it's just done effectively.
And it's like the writing is really layered and brilliant because it's not just like a horror movie. It's a movie about psychology too. It's this 12-year-old kid who's lost his entire family, and this is how he's processing it. Like this is what his mind is going through as a result of that. You know, I love Phantasm. It's the best score in horror history as well. The Phantasm theme is well,
it is your ringtone if you ever call me Randy. Just because I think of you when I see that movie.
You think of him in awkward situations.
Oh, I think of him in my dreams, No, never mind.
You just fucking released on a fever dream of Randy just now.
Oh, I release all the time when I think of Randy.
There probably aren't a whole lot of people who share my opinion of it being like the best horror film
like
ever.
I was thinking about, I was gonna post anonymously the top 3 movies that we all pick without picking who and vote on the best top 3, and people are like, Phantasm, really?
Well,
not that it's shitty. I'm just saying like it's an odd choice for a number 1.
And anybody that knows Randy would know that was his choice.
And
for
he's
sure.
odd too.
And that he's odd, yeah.
Yeah, I identify with Mike. I still do. The weird little that like at that point in my life, I didn't really have too many friends, but not too long before that, I didn't have any friends. I was just a weird kid that rode my bike around and hung out in cemeteries and